TJ Dillashaw, Cody Garbrandt. If you beat him once, you can beat him twice. Always remember, in the combat world, that styles make fights. And we're about to get into that tonight. UFC 227. But before we get started, my name is Eric A. Bradley, aka The Real Fight Doctor. And for those of you who have never watched my channel, same on you. Now back to the topic at hand. When I get into the styles of the sport of boxing and combat sports altogether, the first thing you got to remember is this: with every situation comes a remedy. There is a recipe. What you saw last night was TJ Dillashaw proving the age-old adage that if you beat him once, you can beat him twice. He knew going into that fight that styles make fights. One of the things that he knew that Cody would do is be stationary as he's punching. When you watch his feet, the first thing that you know is he stays just simply on a pivot pendulum. He's like the mummy, as Ali used to call guys like Sonny Liston and George Foreman, the mummy. He's just waiting to clock you with one of them hammers, and he has that heat, so don't get it twisted. But when it comes down to the sport, as you go up in levels, you have to add a few twists and turns. One of the things, and my advice as a professional to someone like Cody Garbrandt, is whenever you're fighting a guy who stays on a pendulum, what does that mean? First thing it means is when a guy never is on a straight line, you cannot just simply wait for him and target unless you got a steady jab. You got to make sure you're using your legs. And if you don't, what's going to happen is what happened the first time and then what happened last night. You are going to get defeated. No matter how it comes about, it's coming. So what you saw was a guy who's now at a higher level than usual. The guys that were in front of him didn't have the dexterity in the chin to take his power. And power he does have. Cody is an animal when it comes down to throwing those fists. So is Jeremy Stephens. How's that working out right now? You got to have elements in your game. One of the things that you saw is that when TJ Dillashaw took the fight, he already knew that most people who watch combat sports don't quite always understand how much styles play into the fight. So that's why his confidence was where it was. He was laughing walking into the octagon. You know why? Because he knew that Cody hadn't added a new wrinkle. Now, so what you're gonna see at that point is, I'm just gonna play it out, win the shine, and have everybody realizing how much I understand about the sport. So that's what I'm saying. The biggest key is whenever you got a fighter in front of you and they're moving and elusive, you don't follow them. 3 seconds into the match, after I'd already picked TJ to win, I knew that I really hit it on the head. But this time it's gonna be faster because he did the same thing. He walked to him, mummy style. Next thing you know, slip on the pendulum. Here we go, boom, boom, boom. His counters are gonna come with weight because he's shifting his body. Now, you're not only getting hit with the punch, you're getting rocked. And not to mention, this guy is training with Lomachenko. He got his boxing on tap. I didn't say it, he said it.
Working a lot of boxing. You know, I've been in the boxing gyms. I went to Joel Diaz's gym out in India with Cub Swanson. Worked with a lot of great boxers out there. Was at the Lomachenko's camp up in...
That's all I'm saying. It's in the clouds. It's written in ink. So remember this old adage, it never ever subsides when it comes down to this sport. Styles make fights. These are the keys in understanding combat sport in its entirety. And if you're wondering how I know all of this, because I'm a real boxing coach and I've coached at the highest level. So understand this, we like to congratulate my man, Henry Cejudo for upsetting the Apple card. Man, that's the heart of a lion. Come back from adversity and then supersede expectations. Coming in as a 400-1 underdog. You can't do that. You never see that going down. So that's all I got for right now. Drop down in the comment box. What was your fight of the night? What was the biggest upset? When it's all said and done, this is combat sports. And that's what it's all about. Upsetting the apple card. And always remember, when it comes down to this, if you beat them once, you can beat them twice. Styles make fights. Unless your name is Henry Cejudo. Shouts out to the champ. Drop down in the comment box who you guys think will win against Conor McGregor and Khabib coming October. Let's get it popping. Combat World, stand up. My name is Eric A. Bradley. Be sure to like the page, subscribe to the channel, click the bell so you can get the notifications when we break down the Conor McGregor Khabib fight. Click the bell so you can get the notification when we break down the Conor McGregor Khabib fight. Holla at your boy. Be blessed at Godspeed. We out of here. Combat World. Peace.